Come on in. Whoa, that's loud.
Swish and swipe. I'm swishing, I'm swiping, but you won't hear me griping, cause I'm blessing my house today. I really dig it, I get it. It only takes a minute to keep my house looking this way. And you should see me move when I'm getting in the groove with a can-do attitude, or I fly so high when I'm swishing and swiping. No, you won't hear me griping, cause I'm blessing my house today. That's right. I've made it a habit, there's nothing hard about it. Just 15 minutes a day. I'm cleaning and flinging, I do my quick routines, and I'll soon be able to play. And you should see me smile when I'm sprucing up this title. Only takes a little while and I'm done. It's fun when I'm swishing and swiping. No, you won't hear me griping, cause I'm blessing my house today. Here we go now. Swish and swipe. Round and round I scrub, just once around this tub, and things are looking up, and I fly so high when I'm swishing and swiping. No, you won't hear me griping, cause I'm blessing my house today. That's right, I'm blessing my house today.
Okay, everybody, get on in here. Get on in here. I want to say welcome to all the new people who are here via my nephew's app, the Fly Lady Plus app, and his TikTok following and his influencers. Alex is a remarkable young man, and he's been a fly baby his whole life. Really, he's on our music. He's just really done some amazing things for us. And in the last week, I would say the last week, we have had close to, I think, 3 or 4 thousand people sign up for our messages. And that means you're coming to our videos, and it's just fun. I didn't turn my lights on. Let me get my lights on. I knew something looked weird. There we go. Let there be light, the Lord said. So I am thankful for you to be here. We just got a great testimonial that Liz sent me, and she's only been a fly baby for a few days. So I just think it's amazing that I've never been on TikTok. I don't do TikTok. I don't know how to do TikTok. Liz, if you can figure it out, maybe we can start doing some TikTok videos, but I don't know if I'm going to do them. What was that? I hit a thing. Well, that's weird. Anyway, so get on in here, folks. It's question and answer day. Thursday is always our question and answer day. And I dressed for the occasion. I put on a pretty shirt and some jewelry. Robert got me this. We like rocks, by the way. We like rocks. And we have some beautiful rocks around our property. And it makes us happy, makes us really happy. So, folks, let's start today. Well, we don't have many people in here yet. So share our videos. Please share our videos. We have a new coupon code. I haven't written it down on a card yet, but the new coupon code is blessed because we are blessed. Whether you believe it or not, we're blessed. And getting started today, it's the first day of the rest of your life. And we're going to get some things. We're going to teach, for all the new people, we're going to teach you how to establish simple habits, string them into routines, and those routines will put you on automatic pilot. And we're here to help you. And if you came from TikTok or YouTube or wherever you got here from, you found a home. You have really found a home because we are one great big family. And I forgot to turn my chat on. Anyway, folks, I love you very much. And, you know, God gave me a mission. And I found this mission on December in December of 1999. And I never dreamed I could be, well, I knew I was bossy, but I never dreamed I could boss a million people around. But we don't really boss. We kind of help guide you. We are we're here to help you get rid of the clutter and the chaos. You know, chaos stands for can't have anyone over syndrome. And we are here to help you get rid of that chaos so that you can have a beautiful holiday for Thanksgiving, and Christmas is coming just around the corner. And I want you to enjoy your celebrations this year. We haven't had a chance to do that much in the last couple of years. So it's time that we just do it. And we do it for our families and we do it for ourselves. So I'm drinking to that. Okay. Let's go to the Lord in prayer. Dear Father in heaven, thank you so much for this wonderful day. Even though it's cold outside, it's 37 degrees here this morning. And all I said was, bring on the winter because spring's right behind it. I'm always looking for the positiveness in everything. So we get through with winter and we'll have spring. I drove down the driveway yesterday, Lord, and I saw my favorite tree, our cherry tree, had not a single leaf on it. But I saw it in full bloom because spring will be here before we know it. Thank you, Lord, for the rain. Thank you for the beautiful stars in the skies. We might even have a little snow later this evening. So thank you for the snow. Thank you, Lord, for everything because you gave us a brain in our heads. You gave us a wish on our heart. Many of you have prayed for help and God is answering your prayers. So stick with us. Don't give up. Don't give up on us. We are here to help you, and we can help you through the good Lord establish these habits and build them into routines. Thank you for all my FlyBabies all around the world. Keep them safe, keep them strong, and help them to get rid of the depression and the anguish. Help them to live each day for you, Lord. Thank you for sending your son to die for our sins on the cross. Thank you for giving us a chance at everlasting life with you in heaven. All these things we ask in Jesus' holy name. Amen. Okay, it's question and answer day, folks. First, we got some announcements. Get your calendars. This is one of the best clutter-free gifts you can give to anybody. Calendars, we have a big one and we have a little one. And the little one is a mini replica of our big one. Let me show you the big one. Let me get November up here. This month is we're doing, look how big this calendar is. It's big enough for anybody's family. And I know y'all are into lots of things, volleyball and football and baseball and all the balls. Have a tag chewing me up, I'm telling you. My sister's laughing right now. She knows how Alex and I are allergic to tags. One attacked me yesterday, and I had to cut it. Okay, folks. Let's get to our questions. More announcements. Coupon code is BLESSED, BLESSED. No numbers on it, just blessed, but it will give you a 30% discount on calendars. We have $29.95 on our carpet Sweepa and $26.95 on our beautiful feather duster. So, folks, we got some great deals going on. Let's take advantage of them while you can, and while all the shipping stuff is working. We're not going to have much of a fall with pretty colors, but it's going to be good. We're going to be happy with what we have. Okay, here we go. Liz just sent this testimonial. And I think I'm going to read it because it's powerful. I'm a mother of 3, 35 years old, with a 15, 13, and a 3-year-old. I've had a very difficult year, and I have depression and anxiety, and my house has been out of control for years. But the last month or two, it's so bad I can't even sit in my living room. Can't even sit in. I lost my place. Smells bad. Really bad people smell bad. Really bad people come over, and I get so stressed because my house is a mess. My kids need me constantly, from driving them around and doctor's appointments and doctor's appointments. Lost my place again. And one-on-one time with my 3-year-old. I work, and my husband has 2 jobs, and my life is so stressful that I get anxiety from everything that I have to do in a day. Because I don't get it done, I get depressed, and it's a vicious cycle. I saw a TikTok where this lady looked so beautiful, and her house was clean, and she said, flying lady, fly lady. So I researched, sign up for emails, and it's only been 3 days. Today is 4. I'm not stressed. I'm not getting so much done. House don't smell. My sink is empty, and for the first time in a long time, my living room looks inviting. Still a lot more work to do, but I read my emails and they keep me going. And for that, I thank you very much. Another thing that's changed me and my husband is so happy he finds me happy. And he says that that woman I remember is coming back. He told me, "Oh, you look so beautiful. I missed you. I remember the first time I wore makeup, but for the last 3 days, it's part of my morning, and it feels good. Thank you again, and I look forward to my day now. I haven't in a long time." Wow. One time I got a testimonial from a husband. And they had like a 17-month-old. And when he would get home from work, his wife would just be totally frazzled. And now, well, and then when he sent the testimonial, he said, and he was much like this husband, he said, "Thank you for giving my wife back to me. Since since the baby came into our lives, she's just been so stressed out. And now when I come home from work, she's sitting in the floor playing with our little one, and she looks so happy. Thank you so much for giving me my wife back." That that's just beautiful because our perfectionism causes us to destroy our lives. And perfectionism is from the devil. I believe it with all my heart. I have for most of my adult life that perfectionism causes us, we tell ourselves we're not good enough. We can't do that because we don't have time. We're not good enough. And it's all this negative things that gets pumped into our heads from who knows where it came from. But whatever happens, you are good enough. You are worthy to have a home that blesses you. You are worthy to be the mother you want to be. And all it takes is is establishing a few simple habits, developing a before bed routine. So you start the day on the right foot. When you get up in the morning, you you do your morning routine. You get dressed to lace up shoes. Yes, you got to put your shoes on, y'all. Even if it's just a pair of shoes you wear in the house, you got to put your shoes on. And before you know it, your house is going to be on autopilot. You're going to go through your morning routine. It's going to become, your feet hit the floor. Well, I wake up in bed and I say a prayer and I thank the Lord for this day and I do all these things before I ever get out of bed. I get my day started right by talking to the Lord. And then I make my bed up as I get out of bed. I go to the bathroom. My clothes are laid out waiting for me. I know exactly what I'm going to put on today. And I get dressed to lace up shoes. My shoes are in the bathroom, and it I swish and swipe while I'm in the bathroom. I can grab a load of laundry and put it in the washing machine down in the basement, but I have to wait till Robert gets out of the shower. But it's so fast. My morning routine works for me to be calm and to be the fly lady. Now, Robert has his own little morning routine. He gets into the kitchen, he makes us coffee. He puts away the dishes. Our dishwasher broke back in the summer and they can't find parts for it. And it's annoying, but I don't want a new dishwasher right now. I'm going to wait till all this shortage is over with and the prices have gone down. And for right now, we're doing fine. I wash up all the dishes and in the morning he puts them away while the coffee's brewing. And it works. It works fine. Works well. I'm not beating myself up because I don't need a dishwasher. I don't want to mess up my kitchen because my dishwasher, I like the way it looked in my kitchen. So, folks, get rid of the negativity. Start filling your head with good stuff. If you're new here, watch some of my old videos. I've got, if you're getting ready to have Thanksgiving at your house for the first time ever, we're going to spend these first couple of weeks getting rid of your clutter, going through the holiday missions. One just went out. I don't have it in front of me, but let me pull it up right here. Number 14 is Thursday, Christmas mission. Today is errand day, and that means to pull out your holiday control journal and review your list for things you want to get accomplished. Review your shopping list for gifts and anything on the list to be taken care of while you're on an errand run. Look over your grocery list for menus that you've chosen and add those things to your weekly grocery list. Remember to consider other errands for the holidays as well. Are there linens that need to be dry cleaned, clothing, coats? You know, the stuff we put back and we think, I'll do that later. Well, now's the time to get it done. Don't forget those about the standards you get through the holiday, the toilet, making sure you have enough toilet paper, toothpaste, napkins, paper towels, plenty of window cleaner. Yeah, I love Windex. And keep those sinks shining. So I couldn't get the holiday mission to go out on Facebook. So there was something wrong with Constant Contact this morning. I will try again later. Okay, folks. And here's another great clutter-free gift idea. Decaf and regular tea. I need both of them. Sometimes I need a pick me up in the afternoon, and sometimes I just need a cup of decaf to get me through. And it smells so good. I mean, I've opened this one because I like to smell it. Oh, that bergamot is just amazing. But this is a great clutter-free gift. And it tells somebody, take some time to have a cup of tea. Having a cup of tea, slowing yourself down. And I do that every afternoon at 3:00 so that I can be with you in the afternoon. And if you hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell that announces on YouTube. I don't know what it is on Facebook, but come and join us for tea. And we usually have a good time. So, this first question. This week we are in zone 1, which is the entryway. Well, it's not just the entryway, it's your entrance of your home. That's your front door, the door you come in through. It's your front porch and your dining room. What about those of us who don't have an entryway? My house, you walk right into the living room from the front porch. Well, that's my house too. I walk right into the living room from the front porch. Now, the front door, wherever your front door is, quit being picky. Don't be picky, y'all. Don't let your perfectionism drive you nuts, because you have a front door to your house, or you wouldn't have a house. Have you ever seen somebody who drew a house and didn't put a front door on it? No, you got a front door, and you know which door you come through. Now, some of you may use your garage door, but where do your guests come through? They come through your front door. That's your entrance. That's your entrance. So that's what we're focused on in zone 1. If you're new here, zone 1 is from the first of the month to the weekend, whatever month it is. Sometimes we have zone 5 and zone 1 in the same week, but this week we have zone 1 all to itself. Zone 2 is the kitchen. Zone 3 is the main bathroom of your home, and we usually pick some other room. Sometimes it's a guest room, sometimes it's a basement, sometimes it's a craft room. You just never know. And we get it, we focus on those things. Zone 4 is your master bedroom, your bathroom, and your closet. And zone 5 is your living room. So don't get all bent out of shape that zone 1, you don't have an entrance. Well, you do have a front door. So focus on that front door. What's around that front door? What's outside that front door and your dining room? You got a zone 1. Oh, now this is funny. Robert and I have laughed our heads off this morning over this question. And I don't usually read the questions ahead of time. I just printed them out and I saw it. And I said, honey, you're a romantic devil. He just laughed. I said, the ladies think you're so romantic. And he just he just couldn't believe it. How can I get my husband to be romantic like Robert? I think I would faint if he handed me a cup of coffee in the morning. I keep him spoiled and I'm not trying to keep score. Well, Robert and I both agree that you are trying to keep score, but it's okay. It's okay. Um, Many years ago, when Robert and I first got married, I would leave, I was stressed out. I would leave the sink full of dirty dishes and it started out as hot water, but by morning it was cold water and things were floating on it and both sinks were full. And he told me one day, he said, "Honey, if you'll just leave one side of the sink open, I'll make you coffee every day." He is a man of his words. It may not be romantic to anybody, but he is a man of his word. And he brought me a cup of coffee this morning. The only time I've ever not had coffee in the morning from him is when I was doing a Lent fast, and I gave up coffee for Lent. And when I gave up coffee for Lent, um, I I decided that it was um, the kiss I got after the cup of coffee was the hardest thing to give up. And I decided I would never give up coffee again. So, other ways I am spoiled by my sweet darling is this morning I said, "Honey, will you build me a fire?" And he said, "Look, while I got dinner last night, he built me a fire ready to go. All I got to do is put a match to it." And I haven't lit the fire yet because I don't like to leave a fire burning in the living room when I'm not there. So I will light the fire after I get through with the show. But what you want your husband to do? Robert makes the coffee. I don't make the coffee. He makes the coffee. He prides himself in making a good cup of coffee. And he brings me a cup of coffee. I didn't ask him to do that. He said he would do it. But don't keep score. But whatever you want, you have to do everything in love. And your husband can't read your mind. And maybe you could ask him to bring you a cup of coffee kindly. But don't shame him. Don't shame him. But be thankful for what other things he does and pat him on the back about it and say thank you. Thank you. I try to remember to thank Robert all the time for the things he does for me. So celebrate the fact and the fact that you think you would faint if he handed you a cup of coffee, that's negative. Be thankful for what he does. Be thankful for him being there. Look for the good things in him. And if you have trouble doing that, get one of his baby pictures and put it as your screenshot, on your phone so that you see your husband as this tender little child and treat him with reverence. Yeah. Don't treat him as if, don't be mad at him. They have problems knowing how to show love and affection, but they know how to take care of you. My husband, he cleans my windshields. He checks the oil. He does lots of things for my car. If I'm getting ready to go on the trip, he's going to check every tire. He's going to make sure I'm going to be safe. Not that I'm traveling right now. But y'all, treat your husband with love and affection, whether he gives it back or not. Don't keep score. Marriage is not a 50-50 proposition. It's you giving 100% and him giving 100%. And then you might actually feel like he's pulling half the weight. But don't treat him like a kid. Now, see him as a child so you won't snap at him. And you gotta learn to shut your mouth. And don't compare him to other people. If I read some of the emails but delete others, does that activate spam cop? No. What activates a spam cop is if you never open up your email all the way. And spam cops you can't activate a spam cop. It's somebody who has the same account, like somebody that has an account on Constant Contact that is sending to a spam trap. It's not anything you're doing, but you can tell your internet service provider that you like FlyLady, whether it's Gmail or whatever it is where you get your email. You have to open it up all the way. Most of the time when we get an email, we just preview it. We just preview it in a preview pane. And you have to open it all the way up to let them know you're seeing it. Every once in a while, I'll get a notification at the top of my Gmail account that says, you haven't opened up, and this week's was funny. You haven't opened up any messages from Donald Trump this week. Or do you want to unsubscribe? And no, I don't want to unsubscribe. So here's to open up our emails and looking at things occasionally. Or you'll get a notification from Gmail that says, do you want to unsubscribe? Now, that's a good way to know what you don't want to be on. So you can't do anything to bring on a spam cop, but you can do things to help us get off a spam cop. And you did that yesterday. And by midnight last night, the spam cop was gone. So thank you for clicking a link, opening up an email, sending a reply to an email. You're just wonderful. I am new to your page, but I have seen others talking about your methods. I need help. I live in chaos, single mom, work full time, 2 small kids, 3 dogs. Where do I start? Go shine your sink. That's where you start. No ifs, ands, or buts. Go shine your sink. And people ask, why do we have to go shine our sink? Well, you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. So go shine your sink. There's a video on our YouTube page that's all about sink shining. There's one there that tells you how to shine it. But the main thing is when you get it shiny, it gives you hope. It gives you hope that you can actually get in there and cook a dinner and do some wonderful things. So go shine your sink. Establish a simple morning routine. Make your bed, swish and swipe, get dressed to lace up shoes. That's the first things you do. And then you get in your kitchen and you fix breakfast for the family. I have ordered my calendar for 2022. I am wondering if you recommend keeping my old calendar from 2021 as a reference or is it just clutter? I keep all my calendars. They take up about this much space in a cabinet, and I keep them all. I've got them all. I'd rather, forget about 2021 and 2020, but I'm not going to. I mean, my calendar had no speaking engagements on it. It was a sad time for me because I love to meet my FlyBabies, and I didn't get to do any of that this past year and a half. But I do keep them at reference. I keep my weight on my calendar. I used to weigh every day. Now I'm just weighing once a week. And you can use a small calendar for that. Calendars are not cluttered. And I have some great testimonials about calendars from many years ago. In fact, I might tell that story this afternoon. Let me get my little card out so I can write it down. Utah testimonial. I will tell you all about a trip we took to Utah in 2006 and about a lady who was asking for these 3 testimonials that I had sent out in the past. So I'll talk about that this afternoon. They're powerful, very powerful. So keep your calendars because it was a calendar that was remarkable in one of these testimonials because she had kept up with doctor's appointments and all these things. She had her menu plan on her calendar. Social services didn't take her child away because she had a calendar. And get your calendars now. You can get a 30% discount on them with the word blessed. How do I clean your sink each evening? Any specific chemicals? Once you do it one time, all you got to do is wipe it out. I watched my grandmother take her dish towel that she used for drying her dishes, and every night she would wipe her sink dry so it wouldn't get any spots on it. And it was a white sink. And and then when she moved to town, she had a copper tone sink. So she didn't want any water spots on that sink. And she would wipe it dry and she'd take that dish towel and she'd go hang it over her washer just so that it would dry. And then when it came time to wash her dish towels, she would wash it. So you can use a little Windex if you want to, but all you got to do is just wipe it dry, especially if you're using a microfiber cloth. And all of our microfiber cloths are on sale right now. Silver rags are $10 off because we're discontinuing those, but we have gray, blue, and purple. And they don't leave any spots. And they make great Christmas presents too. Okay. Today is my first day, and I just want to make sure I'm doing everything right. Okay. I'm absolving you of your perfectionism right now. You don't have to it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be done. Do I just do zone 1 and only zone 1? What about other areas that need to be done? Laundry, swish and swipe daily too. Please help. You include these things in your morning routine. I don't include swish and swipe in our weekly home blessing time because it's something I do every single day. I have uh, there's the vase right there and a toilet bowl brush. And I keep old shampoos, which I'm out of. I'm using Dawn dishwashing liquid now in my toilet bowl brush holder. And I just swish every day. I don't have to get out any cleaner. I don't have to run to the kitchen to get anything. I have a purple rag in my bathroom and a crock. I have a crock with my uh, Dawn dishwashing liquid in it. I got to get a drink. And before you know it, every day you're swishing and swiping and your bathroom's always clean. So I don't include that in weekly home blessing. Do a load of laundry every day. Doing a load, and that's one of our habits of the month. I think we do August is laundry month, and you do a load of laundry every day. That keeps Mount Washmore from growing. The piles will go away when you're looking for laundry to do. This is great stuff. Now, some people like to do a 5-minute room rescue in each room in the house. Kitchen, living room, bathroom, 5 minutes in each room. You can adapt the system any way you want to do it. Before I go to bed, I make sure my living room is picked up, pillows are fluffed. Living room looks good before I go to bed. I'm going to get up to a living room that looks great. I try to open up any boxes that need to be opened before I go to bed. So I'm not waking up to piles of boxes. So write down a simple morning routine on a note card. I did my morning routine with Post-it notes on my bathroom mirror for a year. And it's the first place you go in the morning, and you can look at your list of things to do. We do, I like to do weekly home blessing, one thing a day, instead of spending a whole, doing it all at once in one day. I spread it out. Today's Thursday. Thursday is, I'd have to look and see what Thursday is on my little sheet. In our control journal section of our website, you'll see weekly home blessing for people who work outside the home. But I work in my home, and so I have a lot to do during the day. So I spread it out, one thing a day. Sundays, I change my sheets. Mondays, I mop. Tuesdays, I'm trying to think of what it is. Wednesdays is wipe dust. Thursdays, tea, trash. But sometimes we do that on Tuesday. Anyway, folks, don't get caught up in your perfectionism. There's no right or wrong way, except not wearing your shoes. That's wrong. You gotta put your shoes on, especially now that it's getting colder. I don't want your feet to get cold. And if you're pregnant and your feet are swelling, you need to put your shoes on, because that helps pump the blood back up to your heart. Lace those shoes up. And you'll notice it's when you take your shoes off that your feet start swelling. So let go of your perfectionism. Establish a simple morning routine and a before bed routine, and maybe a first thing in the afternoon routine. Is the quick mop on home blessing a dry mop or a wet? I like to do it wet, because when you use the microfiber cloth, this microfiber cloth with the fingers on it, folks, you never have to sweep before you mop. You just take it outside with the rubber scrubber and brush it off, and then you can throw it in the wash machine. When is a decent, but you can use it dry too. You can use the mop dry, and I've done that. But here lately, I'm just mopping. I got a dog, and she gets in the pond, and I just mop, and I don't worry about. We got a Roomba too, so the Roomba runs every day at 2:00. I forgot to start it this morning. I can start it from here, and I think I'm going to start it from here. Vacuum everywhere. Well, it's not connecting. Oh well, it'll start at 2:00. Let's see. So don't get all bent out of shape because you don't know if you're doing it the right way. You see that staircase right there? I want you to get a picture of a staircase. And even if you have to draw a staircase, and I want you to write this down. You don't have to see the top of the staircase to take the first step. It's a paraphrase quote from Dr. Martin Luther King. We just got to start, and we got to start somewhere. and we don't have to know how it all fits together. But you get up and you get dressed to lace up shoes. You fix your hair and your face so you don't scare yourself by looking like your mama when you walk in the bathroom. And you grab a load of laundry, you put it in the wash machine. When it gets through, you fold it, and well, you put it in the dryer, and then you fold it and put it away. It's 5 steps to laundry. Do them all in one day, or spread it out over 2 days. But a lot of times, I like to put a load of laundry in the wash machine after I take a bath at night, and then it's ready to put in the dryer first thing in the morning. I don't have to worry about scalding Robert by running the washing machine. So don't get caught up in the perfectionism. Don't do it. Just do something, even if it's wrong. It's better than nothing. It's better than yesterday. That's all you got to do. And pat yourself on the back. It's a go me moment. And it will all fall into place as you work your way up this staircase to peace. When is a decent time to decorate for Christmas? Is now too early. We talked about this yesterday. Some people were commenting that their children wanted to put the tree up. Well, they're only young ones. Put it up and put some clear lights on it. I mean, I've actually got I had some pumpkin lights, some autumn lights that I could put on the tree for autumn. It makes it beautiful. It makes it nice. Then after Thanksgiving or during Thanksgiving, I've done this. I put my tree up a couple of days before Thanksgiving, and then I put a ball when we had a lot of guests coming for Thanksgiving. We don't this year, but I put the ornaments in a pretty bowl, and the guests could decorate the tree, and they had so much fun. They had a lot of fun doing it because I let my grandchildren help decorate the tree. It was it was great. So if you want to get your tree up, go for it. If the kids want to if you just want to do it, it's fine. There's no set time, but enjoy the process. Don't look at it as a burden. Enjoy the process. Sometimes it takes me a couple of days to get my tree up, but I don't get all bent out of shape about it. I have this little wrought iron tree that I'm pretty happy with. Can you give us some tips to menu planning as that's this month's habit? Or can you discuss it during tea time? Well, I've done several videos in the past week that were on menu planning. And I've sent out emails, so you need to get our emails. And you can look back through our morning musings and our Ask Fly Lady questions, and there's some answers there for you. The main thing is set up a basic weekly plan for your menus. Monday could be Mexican. Tuesday, here, this is Mexican, but it's tacos. Monday could be Meatless Monday. Wednesday could be Clean Out the Refrigerator Day and cook whatever you need to cook and make surprise chicken. Thursday could be soup and sandwiches. Make a pot of soup, make a pot of chili. It's chilly weather right now. I may make a pot of chili this evening for dinner. Wouldn't that be good? Because it turned off cold. So make your basic weekly plan. So maybe it could be Sunday is a nice dinner, a pot roast, a roast chicken, or something that you cook a big meal, and then you take those leftovers on Monday and turn it into enchiladas or uh, fajitas. Make burritos out of the leftovers, and then you just work. Friday's pizza. Saturday could be American, which could be burgers and brats and things. So it's all fun. It's all fun. And when you make it fun, you'll do it. And having a basic weekly plan helps you. Maybe one day's beef, one day's pork, one day's no meat, one day's Italian, Chinese. It's real easy to cook Chinese food. You take a half frozen piece of meat and slice it real thin, whether it's chicken or beef, whatever. Slice it real thin, cut up some veggies, stir fry it around, add some rice to it, put some teriyaki sauce on it, and you're good to go. So you play with it until you get something that feels good to you. And a lot of us aren't eating as much meat as we have in the past. Used to, Robert and I would cook a steak for both of us. Now I cook one steak and we split it. So, folks, everybody needs to have a plan and do the plan. Buy the groceries accordingly. Or right now, try to cook out of your freezer as much as you can because it's going to save money for Christmas. And I have, if you've never made things from scratch, I have a whole playlist of ways to cook. I teach you how to fry chicken. I teach you how to um, make pinto beans, how to make biscuits and cornbread. It's all on there. It's all on the playlist. And it how to make um, pasta carbonara. Just some simple things that all you need is a few ingredients from your pantry and you're good to go. Okay. My storage space in my kitchen is small, and I'm wondering how I can make it look less cluttered. Well, this past 2 weeks ago, I bought a, a it's a storage shelving unit that was 5 feet tall. Excuse me, 5 feet tall. And it comes out of the box and you just flatten it out and lock it in place and you don't have to put anything together. And I had this spot in my kitchen that I designed for a desk. That was going to be kind of my office. And I didn't want to put a desk there because I had this glass window there. And so I put this cabinet, this storage shelf right there. And I put my appliances on there, my bread maker, my mixer, my food processor, um, my rotisserie that my sister gave me for Christmas last year. Don't tell her, I have never used it. I don't know how to use it, but it's there and I'll use it one day. Let's see. I have some extras. I have my big thing of flour. I have a big thing of rice. So I have some staples there too. I've got the cat food and the dog food there. So I've cleaned the clutter off of my kitchen counters by putting it on the shelf. Now you can do that by cleaning out your laundry, well, your linen closet. Because if you store your sheets between your mattress and box springs, you can have two sets of sheets in every bedroom, and you don't have to. You can clean out this linen closet, and you can turn it into a pantry, or you can turn it into an appliance storage place. Another place to store appliances that you don't use often is in your entrance closet, which is close to your kitchen. So, and then I like to store things underneath my kitchen sink. In fact, that's where my Instapot is. I need to put it over on that shelf so I can make more room underneath my kitchen sink. So, folks, take some time to just get rid of the stuff that you don't use. And I'm talking to myself, but I don't have the heart to get rid of my Christmas present from last year. My sister uses her rotisserie all the time. I use a slow cooker. So in fact, I cooked my green beans in my slow cooker, and they're ready to go in the freezer now for Thanksgiving. So find different areas of your house that you have a lot of clutter in and clean them out. Now, I have a lot of clutter underneath the cabinet of our entertainment system, and it's pretty easy to get to. One side's empty because it's got battery backup stuff there, but the other side has some Rubbermaid bins that has some videos, so I could have some more storage there if I wanted to. But getting rid of the clutter is going to open up some space for you to store things. And then there's lots of ways to store canned goods and stuff like that in sweater containers that roll underneath beds. That's especially under uh, a guest room bed. It's a great place. I used to have 3 of them. I used to have a bed right here. And when I decided, company wasn't coming, I'd just I'd keep these sweater containers under there. And you can store a lot of canned goods in those storage containers for emergencies. Last question. She says, I am anything you put behind those 2 words, you're going to make happen. And she says, I am a horrible housekeeper. Don't ever say that again. Ever. Never say that again. I'm learning. I am learning how to be a good housekeeper. We're here to help you. Basics is where I need to begin. Is it too late to jump in for November Back to Basics? Get the book and go through it yourself. We have a whole section on our website about Back to Basics. Main thing here is jump in with your routines. Getting dressed to lace up shoes every day. That empowers you like nothing else. Nothing else. Make your bed. Swish and swipe your bathroom. Do a load of laundry. Those 4 things will change your life. What's for dinner is the 5th thing. Those 5 things are going to get your house running smoothly. The Back to Basics book is wonderful, but you don't have to wait till the first of the month to start it. You don't. You can jump in right now. Main thing is get dressed. If you're not dressed right now, if you're not dressed to lace up shoes, I want you to go get dressed and not even listen to me. You can stop me and come back to me. Well, y'all, it's never too late. Do you hear me? Those of you who are new here, please subscribe to our videos. Get signed up for our emails. A lot of you have signed up. I am so thankful. We want to help you get through the holidays stress-free and ready to be the hostess with the mostest. Robert, we have Robert on here, and he's not my husband, Robert. It's probably the only guy on the whole show. And he wants to know what our November, our motto is for next year. And somebody sent me a great one and I've forgotten it. So if anybody remembers what that motto was, that it had to do with shoes. I know it had to do with shoes. So if somebody remembers what that motto was, please remind me. But I have not confirmed it. I usually do it the last week in December. So we still got a few weeks. We got 2 months to go. 2 months to go. Yesterday, I signed up for Medicare. It made me mad. It really made me mad. I told Robert, I said, why does this get me so much? I don't care about age. I mean, I barely remember that I'm 65. So, folks, say a prayer for my friend whose mother's in hospice. She's having a hard time. Keep her safe, keep her strong. You know, death is part of living. We're all going to go there one day. We're all going to go there. Well, I watched what Medicaid did to Ben. Ben was my nephew who passed away a year ago, 11 months ago. And they wouldn't even look at him at first. When he first got out of prison, they wouldn't even look at him. And he had stage 4 cancer. They wouldn't start chemo. They wouldn't do anything. It wasn't until he had either Obamacare and then he got on Medicaid because he had no income. And it was awful. It was awful. Because it didn't help. And we did a lot of praying. Anyway, folks, y'all be good, kind, and sweet. Good to yourself. Kind to others. And let the sweetness and the joy that's in your heart for the Lord. And if you're not a Christian, we can help you with that too. We can help you. If you've never accepted Christ as your Savior, we can help you. We can point you in the right direction. We can point you in the right direction. So be good, kind, and sweet. Let the world know that you're a child of God by your example. And you need to be that example in your home as well. If you're catching yourself being hateful and ugly to the people and ill-spirited to the people in your home, you need to repent. And you need to repent now. You need to ask your family for their forgiveness. And at the same time, ask the Lord for his forgiveness. Do not treat your family like trash. Don't do it. Be good to them. Be kind to them. And let your sweetness, that does more than anything to show your family you love them, is to be kind and sweet and good. Your actions speak louder than the words you say. Because if you're not having the actions along with it, it's for naught. I love you all. Trish, I love you. Don't you worry about yesterday. I know I got right in there with you. All my tears yesterday were for you, sweet baby. So we love you. And those of you who've suffered with the things that Trish has suffered with, we love you and we hold you up in prayer. So I will see you back here at 3 o'clock. I will talk about an amazing day from the Lord. And the Lord blesses me every day with you. So I'll see you later. I think we should end with a song. And I think it should be Good Deed Doer, because it's what the world is all about. It's loving each other. Dance, y'all, sing.
I I saw him standing there, sad look in his eyes. The kids ran to the playground, but each one passed him by. He was just a new kid here, but then I saw his face. My mama's words raced through my mind. It was like I heard her say, be a good deed doer and do it every day. One kind deed will go so far to make this world a better place. Be a good deed doer and you may be surprised. Doing good to others makes you feel so good inside. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Slowly I walked up to him. I said, what's your name? His eyes began to sparkle and a smile crossed his face. He's not a stranger anymore. Now he is my friend. My life has been better. All because my mama said,
Mama's
the
hand that rocks the cradle.
One kind deed will go so far to make this world a better place. Be a good deed doer and you may be surprised. Doing good to others makes you feel so good inside. Ooh, 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 ooh. It makes you feel, makes you feel, makes you feel. It makes you feel so good inside. Makes you feel.
I feel
Makes
good.
you feel.
So
Makes you feel. It makes you feel so good inside. It makes you feel. It makes you feel. It makes you feel. It makes you feel so good inside. It makes you feel. Makes you feel. Makes you feel. It makes you feel so good inside. Be a good deed doer and do it every day. One kind deed will go so far.
Amen.
Better things. Be a good deed doer and you may be surprised. Doing good to others makes you feel so good inside. Be a good deed doer and do it every day. One kind deed will go so far to make this world a better place.
Be a good teacher and you may be surprised. You know, the hand that rocks the cradle is the hand that rules the world. I'm so proud of all of you. I love you, and I'll see you at 3 o'clock this afternoon, Eastern time. And the time changes this weekend, folks. The time changes this weekend, so be ready with those batteries and those new toothbrushes. And you might want to change the oil in the car. Anyway, we got a list of things we do. I will see you later. And be good, kind, and sweet, and do those good deeds. See you.